Hello everybody and welcome to episode 35 of the Pentagon Challenge. Just 3 games remain in this most intense season, and I'm going to livecom the Chongqing game in full, but I want to just bring to your attention this Guangzhou away game. The Chinese Super League is looking like this now, and you can see the importance of this fixture for both teams. Guangzhou are suddenly in the hunt for the title. They've gotten a superb run of games going. See, they've won 4 in a row, whereas Shanghai Shenhua are now 1 point clear of the drop. A magnificent turn of fortune, but unfortunately we failed to break even further away from Huaxia Jingfu, as they managed to get a draw on the same day as we got a draw. But if you didn't see it in the last episode, I have to confirm the tiebreaker rules are by the head-to-head record, then goal difference, then goals scored. And the really bad news is Huaxia Jingfu have a better record than we have. You can see the predecessor lost to them in this game, and then I could only manage a draw earlier in the season. That is the one I should have won, which probably would have ruled out that threat, but nevertheless that's something I just have to deal with, and the pressure of having to match Jingfu's results is not as bad as having to better them. So if we win against either Guangzhou or where are they? Chongqing, if we win either of those games we are safe. That is very much a possibility, but Huaxia have a big game on the final day. They go away to the most likely worst team in the league, Hangzhou, so I expect them to be good enough to win that game. But today they have a home tie against Renhe on TV, then we get a small break, and then they'll be playing one of the better teams again. So my hope is to win one of these last few games and guarantee survival once and for all. So how on earth did I get out of the relegation zone? Let's just take a look here. Very briefly, I got a shock win against Beijing away. I played a brand new tactic which I'll be using again today. I know I said I wouldn't be changing tactics, but when you're away from home sometimes you have no choice. But well done to my strikers Karadzic and Chang Ming. They each got a goal in the first half, and it meant that Beijing had to come out all guns blazing in the second half. Thankfully they only got the one goal back for Q Yuming, so that really lifted a massive anvil off my shoulders, and that gave us the platform to try and get another home win, which incredibly we failed to do once more. That's the third time we've drawn 0-0 at home, and it was a winnable game against Quanjian, and if we did win that we would have been 3 points clear of the relegation zone with 3 to play. But we'll just have to ignore that little disappointment and try and get another shock result against the in-form Guangzhou, who of course have Paulinho, and then just recently Jackson Martinez. They managed to sign him for a ridiculous fee. But anyway, we don't have to worry about the real life perils. We just have to worry about this formation and the players that I'm starting. And the in-form guys are definitely in midfield. Kai Hui Kang and Yang Kuo have been magnificent. Unfortunately, my other great midfielder, Ji Minghao, is suspended through too many yellow cards, and Hui Kang also has that threat. But today I'm gambling on Vitor, who's back from injury, and Chang Ming to grab the goals. I know it's a lot of pressure to put on young shoulders, but it's a workable risk if we play our cards right. And with the 5 at the back, we're very difficult to break down in Beijing. We have Xinglin and Uranga, my best 2 sort of fullbacks. I admit that very easily. Then we have Mullen, Sunji and Flakshish in centre back. So there are my starting 11 players, and the likes of Paulinho are injured for Guangzhou, but they still have a renowned team for this league, and they are going to try and win the title back for the first time since this save began in the 2015/16 season. They've always lost the title, similar to the Pirates and the Kaiser Chiefs in South Africa. The big guys just don't seem to be winning the leagues as often, which is very interesting. But there they are, one more time for you. They've only lost 3 times all season, and bear in mind, once was to Shenhua with my predecessor in charge of that one. So if we can get the double over the potential champions and allow Shangang a clear run at the league, that would give me a little warm feeling in my stomach. But anyway, there's their team. They've gone 4-1-2-1. Very logical formation, but I hope they can't break us down. I fancy our chances if our three centre backs are alert to danger. So you might recognise Jason Hoffman. Where would he be from now, actually? Trying to think. Oh, the Newcastle Jets and Melbourne City. That makes sense. Okay, so he hasn't had a good season, so that could work out in our favour. But maybe he doesn't like scoring the goals. He might assist. I don't know. But anyway, they're playing left winger in midfield, which is very unusual. But look at this player from Gabon, Alexander Ndumbu. He's suffering from a bruised thigh, but we won't be too nice to him. I'll risk going in hard, try and put these guys off. So this is a winnable game. It might sound arrogant, but I do believe this game is winnable. They are starting to suffer a little bit, but this defence is going to be very hard to break down. I'll admit freely that is a strong defence for this league, and the best we can do is perhaps just keep the ball in our possession and stay disciplined for the beginning, because we conceded a very early corner against Shangang, so let's not worry about that. So anyway, we'll keep a condensed live com for this one, and let's see which team comes out on top in this most important game. So wish me luck, everybody. And it's the home team in their famous red kits getting us kicked off, and look at that for a start. They're really intent on causing us pain and suffering, but that was an early whip into the box, but it didn't pay off. And now Kuric has to throw in. Look at this tempo. This is insane work rate from Dan Petrescu's men. That's Mullen to clear, and Zihao trying to stabilise the play, collects the ball, finds Chang Ming. Uranga from Macau on the ball. Chang Ming, through ball. Oh, what a save by their goalkeeper, the number one in the country, according to the Chinese manager anyway, but that was close call. Wu Lei to Churic, good ball, dealt with. Hoffman has his back to goal, and good tackle. It could have been a penalty, and now he goes to the far post. Clear Chang Ming. Bad pass. Cheng to Kuric. Back to Cheng, and now Wu Lei. He's a little tired, but he releases an onside. Hoffman blocked. Corner kick. Tighten up is necessary here. That's over the bar and a goal kick. But Guangzhou off to a promising start. We're doing okay, but we're relying on Renhe to score here. Song Yi, Peng Fei, Wu Lei back to Kuric, and the chemistry is strong with them. Sun Ji clears. Vitor, Wang Zihao, Chang Ming, the young striker from the academy, is on the ball. Goal! Wang Zihao has done it again. Oh, I love it so much. It's 1-0 to Shenhua, and that puts us 3 points clear of the drop. We need to concentrate now, but yet again we have pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Another stunning goal. 1-0 to the away team. Come on. Kuric, Wu Lei blocked. Wu Lei again. Hoffman's onside. Poor pass, but collected nicely, and that's cleared. Well done. As things stand, Xingfu are goalless, and we just need one more positive result and we will be safe this season. We just need to show some passion. They have made some changes, so I'm trying to find out who they are. Yeah, that's a warning. Oh, goal for Renhe. Get in. Just what we needed. The timing could have been better, but that is huge. We will stay up with one more positive result, and that could happen in this episode, and that'll mean the world to me, because this series will not suffer another indignity of potentially not being able to find a job ever again. We can almost taste that freedom, and it would be a beautiful, beautiful survival. Just as I say, it's Wu Lei 1-1, and I think we're going to have to defend this. We have no choice. Our lead is up to 2 points, which is almost enough. Oh no, I don't believe it. They've equalised. God's sake. Oh, they are not giving up, these guys. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. How harsh. At least, as long as we hang on to the draw, we're still outside the drop. But anything less and we're going back in. Oh, go on, yes! It's Karadzic from a wicked deflection. And we have our lead back. Oh, relief again. Defend this, boys. Please defend this. Oh, it's a fluky win, but I don't care. Guangzhou probably deserve more than this, but their title aspirations are gone. And Zhang Fu have won as well. I cannot believe this. We're going to the absolute wire. The two endangered species are fighting for the last bit of territory. But with just seconds to go, Zihao has the ball. He gives it away. And we win. We win, but it's a tainted win in a way because we have not gained anything on our relegation rivals, but nevertheless that'll give us more belief. With just 2 home games left, we can definitely survive. But incredibly Jingfu have won as well. But look at Tianjin, Yangsu, Liaoning, etc, etc. If they don't get results themselves, we will be in a very good position. But anyway, I'll see you for the game against Chongqing and see once and for all if we can survive. It's going to be a massive one, guys. Stay tuned. Welcome back to episode 34, and another look at the league table shows that the likes of Liaoning and Tianjin won their last games, so they are not going to be relegated in all likelihood. So that means the best I can realistically do from here is probably 13th position, but my main concern is winning again today at home against Chongqing, who have been in terrible form, one of the worst in the league, and that will hopefully spur us on to get the victory. But sadly there's a lot of bad news as well. Even though we had a 21-day break, suddenly the players have sunk into a bit of a sour note, as a lot of morale has dropped significantly. I couldn't rescue it in team meetings, and even worse news, the goalkeeper Liu Dianzhu is injured again. He twisted his ankle in training, and that's pretty much the end of his season. And it's such a shame, because he was in amazing form for me with the likes of the 7.1, the 7.7 and an 8.2 when he made his return. So just really bad news, and I have to gamble on the youngster in goal today. But my only hope is that we keep a clean sheet and get the win. All circumstances out the window now. We have to get the job done here now. We cannot let it go to the last minute. But this is my chosen first 11, pretty much the same team as the one that won away to Guangzhou, with Karadzic getting the start this time. But you can see the tactics might not make the difference. The guys are pretty upset about being in a relegation battle so late into the season. But anyway, we had a friendly just before the break ended. It was like 9 days before this game. We just had a friendly. We won 1-0, which I let my assistant manager handle. But I'm just a bit concerned about how sudden the drop in morale was, even though we've been unbeaten in quite some time. But there's the situation. Win this game, and Huaxia Jingfu must win as well, or else they're pretty much doomed. But as I said so many times before, the head-to-head record is permanently against us this season. As long as it's this year, that head-to-head record will remain. These guys are all in peak condition, I presume. Even Ryan Go, that's a great name. But he's a left midfielder, so that could work against them. But anyway, this is our best chance of survival, and we have to go for it. We'll stay on our feet and whip the ball into the box, see if that'll get the job done. We might put the wing backs into support mode later if necessary, but this is it now. We need these guys to feel better about themselves, get the confidence flowing again, and I can only hope this is it. Can we survive on the penultimate day as opposed to the final day? I'm really worried. If the result goes against us, we will have everything against us, but let's try and win the game. We get the home advantage and the kickoff, and the crowds are responding positively. But can the guys feel the The pressure. Oh, Karadzic! It's in just 20 seconds. Fantastic. Vitor with the assist. That'll help his confidence as well. And as things stand, we will be in 13th position. And we will not be relegated as long as Xingfu cannot draw. They must lose the game for us to survive. But that's a fabulous start to the game. And we could even finish above Chongqing in the league if we hang on in there. Here's Yang Xinglin. Over the top. There's the result we need to see. It's still goalless. There's go to Jaming, and oh, that was close. Concentration now needed. Come on. Here is a corner kick for Xinlin. Far post, not good enough. Xiao Ting, he's on the opposite flank, goes into the centre. Go, and Jaming, good block by Flaxis. And Shenhua have had the better of the first 25 minutes, and we'll have to defend now. Haolun, and that's the end of the highlights. So we need the second goal, just like we did it against Guangzhou. But again, that other result is not going our way. We need Xingfu to lose. Come on, pick it up. Anyways, Hangzhou have been relegated for definite now. They're not good enough for the league, so we'll have to bid them a farewell. Here's Deming from the halfway line. Karadzic couldn't win the header. Here's Hui Kang, Uranga, Flaxis, Karadzic, Kuo, Zihao. Go on, Vitor! Oh, great save! Vitor still looking for his first goal for the club, but he is only 18. It was my risk to bring in such a young man from many miles away in Brazil, but he will certainly be a better player next year should we stay up. Zhao Bin, he's another youngster who has been pretty competent for me so far as opposed to the other goalkeeper. But if he can keep a clean sheet here, he will be priceless to this club, that's for certain. Let's see what Lux and Go can do. He's gone out wide to Zhu Yun. That's Mullen to clear. Great stuff, but not quite perfect. But now give away a throw in. No goals in that other game. Disappointing, really. Oh, there it is. There's the goal. Fully have scored. And as things stand, we are bound to survive. Here's Uranga. Big push to get forward here. Kuo. Xinlin. Can he deliver a good one? He goes back out to Hui Kang, but it's blocked. And now Kuo, Karadzic, Uranga, Kuo, blocked. It's 2-0 in that game. We just need to hold on to this victory. Let's go to structured mode. Kuo, terrible pass. It didn't, have the momentum necessary. Come on, let's get goal number 2. Demand more, I say. It's Kuo in a good position. Zihao, the attacking midfielder, loses the ball through a slide tackle, and now Cho Sheng. How about this? He goes out to an unmarked centre midfielder. Haolun, Ning, Go. Haolun, back to Ryan Go, and looks, finds Yao Ting unmarked, but Mullen in with the conservative tackle. Well done. Oh, but there's another opportunity. It's hit the post. Oh, that could have changed the outcome of this game. But Chongqing have still failed to hit the target. But we need a goal here and now. But Zhang Lu was able to grasp that one neatly, I suppose. And that's half-time. A huge first half. We're getting there, but not enough. We'll be more disciplined. And we'll keep that on. We'll go float the crosses in now. Well done. Let's see some more. I know you're capable of better. You might not think it right now, but if you win this game, you are redeemed. You're not heroes. That's one thing for certain. Under the previous manager, you are far from heroes, but with me, we can just about redeem your qualities and move on to a brand new year where we can forget about our miseries and try and get the club back into the top 6 where it belongs, and maybe give me my dream of winning a Champions League. Now, second half, well underway. We have a goal back for Xingfu, but that's not enough to keep them alive. Here's Zihao. He's dribbling to Kuo. Now back to Zihao, and that's a good block from Vitor's shot. That's cleared, Zhao Ting. But it's Xinlin again on the ball. Xinlin goes to Kuo. Lovely switch. Uranga to Sunji. What a signing he's proved to be. Zinlin to Quo. Oh, he lost the ball there. Looks to counter-attack. Come on. Oh, it's just barely cleared. Zhao Ting kept in by Hao Lun, and that's Wei Kang on a yellow card, giving away a foul, but thankfully it wasn't a serious tackle, so the best the referee could possibly say was a free kick. Advantage not used there. Wei Kang, Yang Kuo, Zihao, Karadzic! Oh, what's his nationality? Serbia, I think. No, Montenegro, excuse me. That's a bit of a blunder there. So the Montenegrin shoots over the bar, and he didn't quite get the goal we needed here. Here's Karadzic again, though. Zihao, he's bursting forward. He needs help. Karadzic offers. Oh, it's hit the bar and the keeper, but Vitor! It's his debut goal at long last. It's a fluke, to say the least, but we're loving this. Great. And just like Maurice DeVille back in Chesterfield of Dreams, our glamorous striker gets his first ever goal in a most important game. Fantastic. Now, let's make these substitutions, shall we? Ji Ming Hao. There we go. Fantastic. He'll come on for a little while, but he prefers being a playmaker. And how about getting... Who's on the yellow card? Oh, it's Wei Kang, is it? Yeah, okay, so... how about Feng Yang? I'd like to see him get a go. He's naturally a left wing back, so he deserves a chance. And then we'll make our third change later in the game. But one thing, Chang Ming, isn't it? Yeah, Chang Ming is happy with his playing time, so we can hopefully get him in flying form next season as well. But there we go, it's 2-0 and cruising. Let's show some passion to get this game completely sewn up. And Wei Kang has the space. Karadzic has also made a bit of room for himself, but he shot wide. So let's take a look at the league table here at the Hongku. Yeah, Hongku. I keep getting, there's the goal. That's 3-1 to Fuli, and they are our unlikely best friends this evening. There you go. We are safe as things stand, and we could possibly finish 12th, but no better as due to other poor head-to-head records. But that's a huge relief. We are now in a better position than we were when we first joined. We just need to concentrate now. We'll make our final substitution. Oh, Vitor, what a brace that would have been for the Brazilian, but thank God he got his goal. And we'll play, yeah, we will play Chang Ming. Karadzic needs his rest, so thank you very much, Captain Fantastic, for today, Karadzic. He's been inconsistent since I joined, but I think he's earned a he's earned a bit of I don't know what he likes to do, R&R, I suppose, bit of rest for next year. He's a young man, only 25, so he'll be definitely staying for the long term now that he's a happy camper again. And unfortunately, that's a great goal. Vitali Lux has gotten one back, and that's the fear. I didn't notice they brought on other players. I usually alert to these situations, but I have to say, not good enough. The game is now back on a finally balanced, oh god, I'm lost for words now. It's finally balanced. We'll have to get stuck in, go balanced, and dribble less, I say. But there we go, that's the last thing we need. It's a great goal. The fans are expressing themselves, but we just have to say, calm down. It's not the end of the world. Just do what you gotta do. Oh, it's Vitor! Oh, he's hit the goalkeeper, who's sprawled to his feet, and that was a fabulous piece of goalkeeping. But come on, just concentrate. Oh no, it's our throw in, but we give it straight to them. Oh, off the bar as well for Chongqing. Oh, it's the second time now. Oh my goodness me. We have 5 at the back, and we're threatening to concede. Oh my goodness, come on, the nightmare is nearly over. Uranga does a reasonable job to give away a foul in a in our half. Oh, it's a swap of the flanks and Howlun. Good block by Sun Ji. And now we are 2 and a bit minutes away from freedom. Oh, God. Chongqing are in it now, but with just 10 seconds to go, this really should be all. It's all over. The crowd go wild. They know the safety has been secured. And thankfully, it's all over now. What an achievement for an inexperienced manager like my virtual man has achieved. Thank goodness. That will really, really help now. We are a team capable of much, much better, but I need to get rid of the deadwood and bring in my players that are capable of winning the potential trophies. That's what we need. But we have so many players that I won't use next year. I have to get rid. But how on earth will I spend my money with the reputation of the club suffering? But it's not dead and buried. It's just a little ill in hospital. We have put it on life support and it's now able to be discharged, and I couldn't be happier. Such a relief, because this save has really gotten into my psyche. It's been so intense, but well done also to the new champions of China, Shangang. They've won it in fine style, but Shenhua are flying form now, one of the best formed, one of the most informed teams now. That's just brilliant, and now we can relax. We don't need to live com the final game. We'll just take a quick breather and just say well done. We avoided relegation. The board will be pretty pleased with that. We'll take a look at the competition performance. The minimum expectation was mid-table, and they're pleased that we're going to stay clear of relegations, and that's it really. We've kept the club in the Premier Division. They've never ever been relegated, and that is so important. You can see they're a founding member in 1994, and now in 2019 in 2020 they're still going to be playing Super League football. So yeah, that's another dramatic episode over with, and we can start moving on with our lives again. And it's going to be a long pre-season. I have a lot to do with this club, but with your support we can definitely make them a credible force once more. You could see one more time they were supposed to finish 6th according to the media, and they were nowhere near that, but at least we have done it. We have saved the club from disaster, and I hope we can have a bright new future together, and until that time I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.